I would have thought that it would be Aristotle Onassis.
Why?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times contestants got caught cheating.
This one guy, though, kept screaming to me, why didn't I give the money back? I mean, he made a big deal about all this stuff.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most memorable, scandalous, and downright audacious examples of people trying to get around the rules on competition shows. We'll look at instances where there was blatant cheating and where contestants used shady tactics. Does this list play fair? Give us your take in the comments. Number 10. Marie Wynn gets answers early. Dotto. It wasn't low viewership that got this wildly popular quiz show from the late 50s pulled from the airwaves. In reality, a cheating scandal surrounding contestant Marie Wynn doomed the program.
Last week, our lovely champion was tied in 2 matches. Our first contest tonight, as the result of those 2 ties, will be for $300.
A Dotto contestant named Edward Hilgemeyer Jr. found out that producers had slipped another player named Marie Wynn some answers before her appearance on the program.
Yesterday won $440. I guess that makes you feel pretty good, doesn't it, Marie?
Oh, I guess it does.
Oh, good enough.
The jilted competitors were initially paid off so the scandal wouldn't come to light. However, Hilgemeyer didn't keep things quiet forever. An investigation and a confession from the show's creator gave more than enough incentive to shut Dotto down.
Name the man who wrote the famous 14 points.
Woodrow Wilson?
That is right, yes, ma'am.
It would later become one of several programs whose cheating encouraged a grand jury to form and stop such practices. Number 9. Breton fails to flip. The Price is Right. In this pricing game, you can flip or you can flop, and poor Breton flopped. He flopped so hard that host Bob Barker actually walked off the stage in exasperation. The longtime host already seemed over the young man's casual attitude from the start.
And the winner is Breton. Breton is the winner. Yeah. Come on up here, Breton. He's luxuriating in his victory down there, and we're ready to play a pricing game up here.
But it was Breton's complete misunderstanding of the game flip-flop that led to a questionable cheating issue. The contestant was supposed to flip over at least one panel of numbers to match a hidden price.
But you can flip this, and you have a price of $6,459. Or you can leave that alone and flop this, and you have a price of $4,695.
But Breton didn't make any moves and just revealed the answer. Barker was appropriately miffed that the contestant couldn't follow the one easy rule.
No! I'm going home.
Fortunately, the host was generous enough to give Breton the prize before pushing him off the stage.
There is only one solution to this almost insoluble problem. I'm going to give you the prize. Get off the stage.
Number 8. Claire Butendorp makes illegal measurements. Project Runaway. No matter how viewers felt about the Butendorp twins, there's no denying the competitors left an impression on Project Runaway Season 16.
My life is busy because I choose to make it busy. I like to always have something new that I want to be working on, so I really prefer to be as busy as possible.
A half season of tension between them and the rest of the cast culminated in a scandalous moment. It all started when fellow designer Michael Brambilla accused Claire Butendorp of copying finished designs.
I came to play fair, and there's no fairness in this game.
What happened?
I have no idea.
When she was able to dodge that call-out, she couldn't deny that she used measurement tools outside the workroom.
Claire,
Yes,
is it true that you have had a measuring tape in your room?
I have a measuring tape.
Is it true that you've been measuring garments in your room?
I have measured a tank top and crotch of a pair of pants.
Since the latter action was explicitly against the show's rules, Butendorp was sent home.
This entire thing disgusts me. It was unprofessional, unseemly, atrocious.
It wasn't the first time a designer has been disqualified from the show. However, Butendorp's incident was definitely the most contentious. Number 7. The Sukchai tribe attacks too early. Survivor Thailand. Survivor's 5th season saw a challenge where the castaways raced along a bamboo course while trying to steal baskets for their tribe.
You got that, baby.
There was a marked zone in the middle where contestants could try to knock each other into the water. However, the Sukjai survivors were a little too eager to engage their opponents. Although they were only supposed to start getting physical when they entered a designated zone, tribe members kept launching attacks too early.
Make sure you're both in the attack zone! Turn them in the water with you!
Jeff Probst had to repeatedly disqualify Sukjai contestants for their mistimed assaults. Every time someone was removed, the team had to forfeit a basket to their competitors.
No, Jed, you weren't in the attack zone when you first made contact. Yes! Come on, guys, I'm like a broken record.
By the end, the Sukjai tribe had given their opponents the win by not following the rules. Number 6. The production gave preteens too many advantages. Our Little Genius. Our Little Genius was essentially a quiz program whose competitors were all sharp preteens.
He also happens to be one of the smartest people in America.
The bright kids were supposed to fail or succeed on their own. However, there were claims that a member of the production team told contestants exactly what to study before they went on. There were also rumors that a conventionally timed technical glitch helped a kid he gave a wrong answer get a do-over.
This is a tough question. I can name every single one right now.
In the end, what happened behind closed doors was serious enough that show creator Mark Burnett convinced Fox not to show the first episode. After this shocking turn, the series never saw the light of day.
Some very smart adults are about to feel really stupid.
It'd be difficult to answer this question.
Oh, come on.
Number 5. Emmett Blois becomes a 3-time cheater. Big Brother Canada. Big Brother Canada contestant Emmett Blois became infamous for being involved in 3 instances of cheating while on the show. In the first instance, Blois carried balls with his hands in a challenge where he should have used a pouch on his knees. While he wasn't the one to cheat, he was the only one to lose his major advantage that week.
Emmett, you have lost your position as head of household.
Blois was later caught letting one arm rest during an endurance competition where he was supposed to keep both limbs on a pole.
Emmett.
What?
You removed your arm fully from the bar and took it back up. You are disqualified. Step down.
Lastly, he helped an ally get ahead by sharing his winning strategy. Since contestants aren't allowed to share tactics, he could only throw a tantrum as he was disqualified.
That is ridiculous! Okay, I tried to show her a technique.
Number 4. Adriana Abania uses an app to cheat. Pasapalabra. Actress and TV presenter Adriana Abania was a contestant on a panel show called Pasapalabra. Everything seemed to be going normally until she reached a Name That Tune style game that finds the panel of players guessing popular songs. During this point in the competition, host Christian Galvez caught Abania using the song identification app Shazam. As it turns out, he spotted the light of her phone between her knees. This incredibly obvious instance of cheating actually drew laughs instead of jeers, and to Abania's credit, she made no attempt to hide her unfair play. Even she couldn't help but smile after being exposed. Number 3. Michael Larson memorizes a game's patterns. Pressure luck. Is it cheating if it's the game's fault? That's the question CBS executives had to ask themselves after Michael Larson's record-breaking win on Pressure Luck.
Let's meet our second player, Michael Larson. How are you, Michael? Now, Michael, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I drive an ice cream truck in the summer. I hope to win enough money here not to have to do that this summer.
When he competed, he exploited a weakness in the seemingly randomized pattern of the Press Your Luck game board. Thanks to watching tapes of previous episodes, Larson figured out the best way to avoid running into any whammies that would cause him to lose money.
But Michael Larson had a secret in his back pocket that the producers didn't know about. He knew how to win on Press Your Luck in a way that no one before him and no one after him ever did.
This paid off when he won over $100,000 in cash and prizes. Larson set the record for earning the most money ever won during one game. Although his methods were dishonest, he got to walk away with a big payout because he didn't technically break the rules. Number 2. Charles Ingram uses coughing to win big. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Charles Ingram very nearly cheated his way to winning £1 million by using an incredibly sneaky technique. While competing on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, his wife and an accomplice named Tequin Whittick would cough at strategic times. This allowed Ingram to figure out what the correct answers were. Shortly after he won the grand prize, video footage appeared to show the coughing technique in action.
You just won $1 million!
The evidence was also enough to convince 10 members of a jury that every member of the trio was guilty of deception. Ingram was later forced to resign from the Army in the wake of the scandal.
And when it was actually going on, did you suspect?
No.
No?
Because, you know this, there was so much, especially a guy's winning £1 million
Yeah.
in front of it. There was a huge, people roaring, screaming. People cough like mad. Everybody's coughing in the studio.
Since the infamous incident, the story has been immortalized as a play and became the basis for a BBC miniseries.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Herbert Stemple exposes a shady show. 21. After the first contestants on 21 failed to impress, the entire competition portion of the show became an illusion.
Your two smiling faces here tonight after that hectic battle you were involved in last week. I'm sure we're in for tremendous excitement here.
The producers were willing to give contestants answers, manipulate the temperature in the studio, and more to keep things exciting. Their dishonest tactics came to an end after they pushed contestant Herbert Stemple too far. After he enjoyed a successful streak, producers pushed him to throw a game.
If either of you want to stop the game, you must tell me so right now.
I'll stop.
Then you win $20,000. Congratulations.
Instead of bearing his frustration, Stemple publicly called out the show. His candid statements eventually opened up a floodgate of confessions that brought the show down and put multiple people in legal hot water.
Did Charles Van Doren testify?
He testified, and ultimately he was convicted of second-degree perjury and received a suspended sentence.
In the aftermath of Stemple's run on the show, a federal law was changed in hopes of preventing another 21-level scandal.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.